Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry suggested Bianca Belair should turn heel on her return and join forces with Jade Cargill, who turned to her dark side on the latest edition of Friday Night SmackDown. The EST of WWE is currently out of action due to injury. Cargill and Belair formed the dominant pair and were the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions when Naomi took out the former AEW star in a backstage attack, forcing the latter out of action and replacing her as Bianca's tag team partner. Following her return, Jade Cargill began an intense feud with Naomi, while Belair decided to focus on her WrestleMania match against Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley. Unfortunately, the 36-year-old sustained an injury during the bout, and the storyline involving the three stars had to be dropped without Belair choosing a side. Speaking on a recent edition of the Busted Open podcast, Mark Henry noted that he was hopeful that Bianca Belair would return as a heel. The veteran hailed the EST for her work as a heel in NXT. Mark Henry pointed out that Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill were close to one another. The WWE Hall of Famer pitched the two stars to be a dominant heel duo before their eventual face-off. You can listen to the podcast below. Bianca Belair hasn't taken to the ring since WrestleMania 41. It was initially reported that the EST broke her finger. Her appearance as the special guest referee for the no-holds-barred match between Jade Cargill and Naomi at WWE Evolution gave the impression that she was close to making her in-ring return. Unfortunately, the injury is much worse. It was recently reported that the former WWE Raw Women's Champion had suffered from a broken knuckle, and she was having trouble straightening her fingers. It remains to be seen how much longer it takes for Bianca Belair to recover from the devastating injury and make her much-anticipated return. Bianca Belair's WWE character could be on the verge of a dramatic transformation, as one WWE Hall of Famer has suggested that the EST may turn heel and align herself with none other than Jade Cargill. The potential partnership between the two powerhouse athletes has become one of the most talked about possibilities in recent weeks, especially after several subtle hints dropped on SmackDown and across social media. If WWE does move forward with such a major storyline, it could completely alter the women's division dynamic and give the company a dominant new duo unlike anything seen before. During a recent interview, a veteran insider and WWE Hall of Famer speculated that Bianca Belair might soon shift her character's direction in a shocking heel turn. The veteran noted that Belair, while beloved by fans, has reached a point where a fresh change could reignite her momentum. You can only be the smiling babyface for so long before the crowd starts to crave something new, the Hall of Famer explained. Bianca has all the tools to be one of the most dangerous villains in the division. Imagine her teaming up with Jade Cargill. That's a dream pairing with money written all over it. Fans have long compared Belair and Cargill due to their athleticism, charisma, and commanding presence, often calling them mirror images of one another. However, both stars have been portrayed as babyfaces on WWE television, maintaining mutual respect despite brief moments of tension. With Cargill now fully established as a major attraction on SmackDown, many believe that WWE could finally capitalize on the simmering chemistry between the two. The idea of a heel alliance has only intensified after Belair's recent matches showcased a slightly more aggressive edge, particularly during her backstage segments and interviews. Her tone has shifted subtly, less about representing the EST and more about proving dominance. Many have interpreted this as WWE testing the waters for a potential character change. The Hall of Famer elaborated, Bianca Belair has proven everything she needs to as a babyface. She's a Grand Slam-level talent, a main eventer, and one of the most athletic performers in company history. The next logical step is to explore the darker side of her character. Pairing her with Jade Cargill would create a powerful, unapologetically confident faction that could dominate the division for years. The veteran's comments immediately set off a storm of fan reactions online, with many debating whether such a turn would benefit or hurt Belair's popularity. Some fans pointed out that Belair's organic connection with audiences, especially younger viewers, could make it difficult for fans to boo her. Others, however, believe a heel turn is exactly what she needs to evolve beyond her current presentation. On social media, fantasy booking scenarios have exploded, with fans imagining the two forming a faction similar to a modern-day version of the Hurt Business or the Beautiful People, but centered on strength and dominance rather than vanity. Some have even suggested that WWE could use their partnership to introduce a brand new stable of strong, athletic women, further diversifying the division's storytelling. Jade Cargill's own rise in WWE has been meteoric since debuting earlier this year. After a highly successful run in AEW, her transition to WWE was one of the most hyped signings in recent memory. Since arriving, she's been protected as a top-tier star, winning key matches and being positioned alongside some of SmackDown's biggest names. Her alliance with Belair could represent the next phase of her career, a chance to work as part of a larger narrative that elevates both women. The Hall of Famer also pointed out that Cargill's heel tendencies have always shown through her confidence and intensity. Jade has that natural arrogance that fits the heel role perfectly, the veteran added. If you have Bianca join her, suddenly you've got a duo that's too good, too dominant, and too stylish for anyone to stop. The fans will love to hate them, and that's what makes great television. Another interesting angle WWE could explore is jealousy or resentment. Belair could grow tired of constantly being compared to Cargill, leading her to embrace a heel persona to prove she's superior. Alternatively, both women could form an alliance out of mutual respect, only to decide that they're tired of being fan favorites and ready to control their own destiny on their terms. Many insiders believe that if WWE were to pull the trigger on this storyline, it would need to be executed carefully. Belair's heel turn would have to be justified with strong storytelling, something that has sometimes been inconsistent in the women's division. However, WWE's current creative direction under Triple H has been praised for its long-term planning, meaning such an angle could be handled with depth and patience. A potential Belair-Cargill alliance could also open doors for intriguing feuds. The duo could target major babyfaces like Bayley, Naomi, or even Charlotte Flair, setting up blockbuster tag matches or individual rivalries. Their presence could dominate pay-per-views and possibly even lead to championship unification storylines, given that both women are credible singles competitors. Fans have already begun speculating about possible faction names and aesthetics. Some suggest a modern, luxury-inspired presentation highlighting their confidence, athletic excellence, and high-end fashion sense. WWE's marketing team could easily capitalize on the visual synergy between the two. Both known for their striking looks, signature braids, and larger-than-life energy. The Hall of Famer continued, "When you look at Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, you see two women who redefine what it means to be powerful in this industry. Aligning them together doesn't just create a tag team. It creates a cultural moment. It tells the world that WWE has the most athletic, charismatic women on the planet, and they're not afraid to own that spotlight." The move could also mirror historic heel turns by other major stars. Legends like The Rock, Becky Lynch, and Roman Reigns all underwent pivotal character transformations that elevated their careers to new heights. Belair's transition could follow a similar path, allowing her to explore new layers of personality and storytelling that haven't yet been showcased. In recent interviews, Bianca herself has spoken about being open to change. While she hasn't directly addressed a heel turn, she has admitted that evolving is key to staying relevant. "You have to keep growing," she said during one media appearance. "You can't get comfortable because the audience always wants something fresh. I'm always ready to show new sides of who I am." Interestingly, Jade Cargill has echoed similar sentiments. "I want to work with the best, and I want to push myself to the limit," she said in a recent WWE Digital exclusive. Bianca Belair is one of the best to ever do it, no doubt. Whatever happens next, it's going to make history. Their mutual admiration could easily serve as the foundation for a future storyline, with both women recognizing that together, they could be unstoppable. Whether that manifests as a friendship or a destructive partnership remains to be seen, but fans seem eager to see WWE take that risk. WWE's current women's division is filled with talent, but few stars have the same mainstream appeal as Belair and Cargill. Their combination of athleticism, marketability, and crossover potential makes them prime candidates for major angles, merchandising pushes, and even mainstream crossover appearances. If WWE Creative aligns with fan expectations, the company could build its next iconic pairing around these two. While nothing has been officially confirmed, the Hall of Famer's comments have reignited discussion across the wrestling world. Several analysts believe that Triple H and his creative team may already be planting the seeds for this shift, especially given how organically the story has developed. If executed correctly, Bianca Belair's heel turn could become one of the defining moments of her career, one that cements her as not just the EST, but as one of WWE's most complete performers. And if Jade Cargill is standing beside her, it could mark the beginning of a new era in WWE where dominance, confidence, and power take center stage. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.